back to another episode of Tube Talk.
With Kate Bosman. And me.
Yes, so let's get right into it. So last week we had Raposa Repeater who ran second in Ellerslie.
Well, I'm a bit concerned, Kate, because since you've come on board, we've had like 6 or 7 seconds.
It's a curse.
Seconds are better than
Lasts.
But we want them to wins, don't we? So yeah, Raposa Repeater, really good second. He was stepping up to 1,500 metres for the first time. And we've always told him to go forward and lead in his races. So we're teaching him to go back and run on. He's just not quite sure. He's on off the bit. What do you want me to do? I thought you wanted me to be forward. But then he told me to be back. And so he's just changing his pattern. And he got back, was on and off the bit, but then he got out and dashed home really well for second. Really, really happy with him. And he will just keep improving as he learns this new style. And he will go to a $50,000 race at Ellerslie next Saturday.
Wow.
Derby Day.
We also had another second from Decadence.
Another second? Yes.
Another one.
Lovely, lovely filly. Very talented filly. Only a third start. Stepping up to 1,400. Dashed home late, missed by a nose. Will keep stepping up in ground and you'll see he'll get better and better. She's got a lot of quality.
Awesome. We also had a couple of thirds. One from Pull Your Socks Up.
Very happy. The stakes place Pull Your Socks Up. She had a little break since her last race. It was a fresh up run. She had a big weight, 61.5, with an apprentice on, down to 59.5. It was a nice warm up for her heading to the Oaks, and she'll go to the McKee Family Sunline Vase next Saturday at Ellerslie, Group 3.
And we had another third from Mighty Aslan.
Yeah, just his second race day start. He's a very good galloper. He's just getting a bit worked up before his races and getting a bit sweaty and a bit hot, and he's running a little bit of his races beforehand. So he's on the improve, and again, he goes to a 1,400, he'll keep stepping up in ground. He's actually going to back up at Pukekohe next Thursday, and as he gets over more ground, he'll just get better and better. Cool.
Now it's time for this week's races. So, tonight in Moonee Valley in race 3, we have Remuera.
Yeah, and she'll probably start favourite. Lovely Reliable Man filly. I think Reliable Mans are coming back very strong. I think they were superb buying this year. 3 starts she's had. This prep for a win, a third and a second. The last 2 at Sandown. She goes to Moonee Valley tonight. Nice barrier of 2, small field, good weight. Is up against the older mares though for the first time, and that is pretty tough for a 3-year-old filly. 1,600 metres should suit, and she's got to be a nice chance. She'll get a nice run along with Michael Walker in the saddle, and she should run well.
Cool. Then in Matamata on Saturday in race 2, we have Starry Beale.
Starry Beale, who is getting ready for an Australian campaign. We've got some races we're marking out for him. He needs a couple of warm-ups. He has had one. This is the second one. It is a mile. It is well short of his best. He's got a wide barrier draw. He will get back in the field, but he should be doing his best work late and running home well. Probably over a mile he's not a winning chance. It's probably too short for him. He needs to get up to sort of 2,000 metres, but he should be hitting the line hard. The only question mark is the weather. He likes a firm track. There's a bit of rain around. If it's a sort of dead 4-5, will run. If it gets worse than that, we'll scratch and we'll go to Ellerslie next Saturday.
Awesome. Then we'll start to look ahead to next week on Wednesday at Hawke's Bay in race 4. We have Eridani.
Yes, Eridani, very talented 3-year-old filly. She just jarred up a little bit. She ran at Ruakaka the last start, getting into summer, and she just felt the track a bit. So giving her a little bit of time off and back and going to Hawke's Bay where the track should be in the dead range, which will suit her. We wouldn't want to kick her off again on a really hard track, but if it was just in the nice dead range, then she could run, and she's talented, and while she's fresh up, she should, on a dead track, she's a distinct winning chance.
Cool. Then also at Hawke's Bay in race 5, we have Passing Shot.
Yeah, the old boy went super last start. He steps up to 1,400. His record says he's not good at it. I'm not too worried. He's going well on the back of his last start. Just a dead 4-5 again would be nice for him. He gets a little bit of weight relief. He's normally carrying 60. He'll carry 58. So really looking forward to seeing him go around.
Then in race 7, also at Hawke's Bay, we have Sentimental.
The Group 2 Lowland Stakes, $100,000 race, a very important race. It's a big lead up to the Oaks, which is on the 16th of March. Sentimental Miss, very good staying filly, ran second in the Group 2, so just from Philly's Classic last start. Came from last at the 400. The further she goes, the better she'll be. A little bit of rain around will suit her if it gets into the dead range. Hopefully we get a good draw for her, but she's a big chance.
Cool. Now it's time for Bet of the Week. So, in Otaki tomorrow in race 7, we have endless drama.
We do. So Otaki, the How Do We Farm Group 1 mile, weight for age, always a very good quality race. Now, it's interesting because you've got a few different form lines coming in into this race, but the biggest factor could be the weather. You've got a very good horse called Melody Bell who's coming into the race, but she's got a bad draw and her stats from outside barrier 7 are not good. And the track, dead 6 on Friday, could well push out and be a lot worse. So it could actually throw up something rough. Now, Endless Drama, he's come over from Australia for this race. He won the Apollo Stakes last year, which Winks won this year. He ran 9th in the Doncaster midfield, ran well. And he's had one warm-up run in a stakes race in Sydney where he's run 5th. Now that form's pretty good. If he handles the track, he's got barrier 1, so he should get a good trip, and with Larry Cassidy on board, and if he handles the track, I think he's got to be a super chance. He'll probably be double figures. He'll probably be $10 each way, and I think it'll be a very tricky race.
Cool. Well, that wraps up Tube Talk for this week.
Thank you, Katie, and we will see you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye.